All right. Welcome again to our call. This is Alvin Curry. Thank you for being on the call tonight. This is our October the 29th training call. Thank you for being on the call tonight. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are right up on October the 31st. We're 2 days out. So I'm going tonight to be talking to you about the value of what's going to happen on October the 31st. Last week, we started a series. I told you it's going to be, we got to work through all these things. We started this series with Satina last week. We didn't forget that. We did part 1 last week. We are going to do some other parts in the weeks to come. But with this rolling out now, what we have now, we have to go back to, the, what we have here. We have to go to that, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot not go to that. We have to go and talk about what we're rolling out today. We have to roll that out. So we're going to get back to the thing that Satina and I was working on in minimizing taxes. We're going to get all that done before the end of the year. But I need everybody to see where we are and what's going on here now, because we're going to help 1 million of you become millionaires. Now, you got to start believing that in your heart. This company is going to produce 1 million millionaires. Whether that be you or not, it depends on how you believe. What do you believe and what do you work for? So you got to lay it all on the line out here and see if you believe it. So, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly here tonight, I'm going to show you a couple of things. And I know some of you, pretty much everybody, may already know this, but just so we be sure, I don't want anyone to say I did not know or don't understand what you're talking about. I want to be clear on what we're doing here tonight. So let me get this up really quickly, and then I'm going to show you how to look at this from a value point of view. Okay. All right. So now we're going to have 3 memberships starting October the 31st. People have been calling into the customer service office, and they'll already start saying, I heard on a call that I could get this now. I heard on a call it was going to cost this, it was going to cost that. I don't know what they heard on a call. I know what I say on all of mine, and I record mine, so I know what I say on mine. So I say you're going to start October the 31st. I said this, and I want to be very clear. October the 31st starts at 12:01 a.m. Now, I'm going to use the word tomorrow night, but, you know, when it get midnight, that's when the period ends. So the current period we're in now ends at midnight tomorrow night. So at 12:01, technically, we went into Saturday morning. The system is going to flip. Bam, right on the money. Larry Gates got something automatic. Ain't nobody sitting there waiting to flip it. They'll probably be up to just see in case there be any glitches or anything. But Larry Gates going to have that baby ready to flip. So it's going to flip. So there will be no more $29.95 at 12:01 a.m. I'm using tomorrow night, but that's technically Saturday morning. So everybody be clear. There'll be $34.95 to enroll. It'll be $34.95 a month. Every one of you, your 30-day free trial start with your membership. We're just going to roll it all out now, the 30-day free trial. Okay, I know some of y'all had it longer than 30 days and all that. We're going to do the next 30 days. If you have not decided on whether you're going to buy it in the next 30 days, it's going to get turned off. Now, I told you last week, I was going to let you know that tonight. Now, the ones that didn't get on here early, they missed it. They're going to be like, well, Al, what you going to do? We'll tell them later on. All right. The second membership starting Saturday morning, 12:01 a.m., you're going to have an option to go a combo. There will be no more $44.95 travel. There'll be no more $44.95 travel. There'll be a travel combo that they can get for $44.95. That'll get them the income shifting and the travel membership and the 30-day free trial on the AMS. And $44 a month. Then there'll be an elite. Elite membership is income shifting membership, travel membership, unlimited automated marketing system, and elite social media digital training. That's going to be $99.95 to enroll on Saturday morning, 12:01 a.m. If anybody enroll in that, it's going to cost them $99.95. Their first month, and thereafter it's going to be $69.95. Now, let's get over here and talk to you all who are in now. That's for people who are coming in brand new. Okay? If you want to upgrade, anybody that does not have travel, we're talking to the people who do not have travel now. They want to go from $34.95 to $44, they can do that, but they have a $16.95 one-time fee, and then it goes to $44.95 per month. See, that one-time fee is just that it's in lieu of the $44.95 that a new person signs up with, and then they go to $44 a month. So what you're doing, if you're at $34.95, you're going to pay $16.99 if you want to do that Saturday morning, and then you start paying $44.95 the next month. If you're at $34.95 now, which is your income shifting, and you want to go to the $69 product, you do not pay the $99, you pay $19.95. And then the next month, you pay $69.95. Now, it won't be anybody Saturday morning at the 44. But if it was, then they would go to 69, they would have $19.95, and then they would start paying $69. But just because when everybody come in on Saturday, they're going to either choose $34.95, $44.95, or $69. That's the people coming in. But some of you who do not have travel, you might want to make one of those choices come Saturday morning. You cannot make it tomorrow. Yeah, because it's closed. Well, I just call in and try to get a head start. It will not be activated tomorrow. Calling customer service won't get it done. Looking for it on your website won't get it done. Now, you might as well go ahead on and get this done. You got 30 days. Some of y'all are going to say, I just wait to 29 days to do mine. Well, whatever. But look at this, okay? The automated marketing system, if you want to keep it to your system, you say, I'm $29.95 a month. $34.95 now. I don't want to go up to none of the other prices, but I do want to keep the automated marketing system. You can pay a one-time fee of $49.95 for a year, or you can pay $6.95 a month, whatever you choose to pay. And that'll allow you to keep the automated marketing system. That's what we call standalone. That's for people who have the income shifting membership or the travel membership, but do not want the elite social media. So, for people who want the elite social media training and the automated marketing system, there's an annual price of $210, and they will still have to pay $34.95 every month. Or they can pay $26.95 plus $34.95 every month. These are the upgrades you can do if you're already in Myecon. Okay? Now, you have travel for people who choose not to get travel between now and tomorrow night, 12 midnight. Standalone travel is $119.95. Or you can get it at a monthly price of $39.95 for the first month and $12.95 every month after that. These are the memberships and the upgrades. So if you have questions, I want you to jot them down, and when we take our question and answer session, you can ask me questions. Now, I want to show you all something tonight that I feel is very, very important, because someone may ask, this travel membership, we've been telling y'all all along, we were letting you have it for $44.95, then next year it's going to be $89 for the full year. And now we're going to go to $120, for a full year. I want to show you how valuable that is in some other companies. Now, I want to show you how we fight to keep these prices low for you. And then some of you might wonder about, is there real value in the elite marketing system? So I want to have my good buddy and friend, Mr. John Pettiford. He's going to come on, and what I want him to do, I've asked him, is to pull up some comparison numbers. And he's going to show you some value numbers tonight. So he's going to give a comparison on this, and then we're going to do a quick conversation and take questions. Ms. Pettiford, I see ABC Travel Company. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. I know you got me loud and clear as well, right?
I got you. So I'm going to go ahead and mute out, and you got it, sir, from here.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for getting on this call tonight. And one thing I do want to say is this call is a tool to be used by everybody, no matter what teams you're on. We want to really push people to these calls on Thursday nights. We give people a lot of value in knowledge base from a company basis here. So I want you to really, really push to start making sure you get the word out to your teams, because a lot of new people that are they're not on this call and they don't know what's going on. And I know we got it in the back office, but sometimes people get lost in the back office. Okay. So Alvin called me and we had a little conversation about travel and stuff, and we talk all the time about companies and our industry and what we're doing. So he wanted me to just do a little comparison. Some of y'all have saw a little bit of this before, and a lot of you have not. So I'm going to just kind of show you some things comparatively as to what we're offering right now as a travel membership. Our travel membership is great. We went out and got one of the greatest travel company membership provider companies out here, and they do provide the backbone service to a few other companies out here. And I'm going to highlight one of those companies today that what I would say is the premier company that actually started offering this in our industry. Okay, that's why I call them premier. We wouldn't call them premier. We'll just say they were like the first, but we get ready to go ahead and eat their lunch because they're not ready. Okay, they're not ready. So let's talk about this real quick. Now, this company this company is ABC company here. I'm not going to say the exact name of the company, but what I am going to do is talk to you a little bit about how this whole process works. Okay. Now, if you join this company, they have 3 different tiers of joining, just like we got that we're launching on the 31st tier. Okay. So they got something called Coach Class. Okay. That's their lowest tier. Okay. They have a middle business class. That's their middle tier. And then they have their upper class or first class, which is their top position, marketing position. But what I want to highlight here is, number one, look at their minimum cost on the Coach Class. Okay. Now, somebody who is unmuted, Alvin, you might want to check that out. Just mute them out on a little thing there. But $250, that's their starting point, guys. See, I don't want you to get nervous when you're out here. We start talking about $99 because we got something great.
Okay, when I mute him, John, you have to unmute yourself. John, you have to unmute yourself.
I got it. Okay. All right.
If I do the muting, it mutes you out. If you do it, it won't mute you out.
Okay. All right. Okay. So on their lowest tier, okay, it's $250, guys. $250. Now, what I really want to highlight though is right here at the top where it says iGo booking engine. Okay. They only give you access to 3 little things. Okay. It's the hotel, the flights, and rental cars. Okay. That's all. You don't get the cruises. If you want the cruises, you got to upgrade to the middle tier. And the middle tier is $500. Okay. And now if you want all the stuff that we got, it is $1,000. I'm gonna show you that in a minute too. So for the Coach Class, it's $49. At the bottom, you can see it. It's $49.95 per month on that deal. So number one, their upfront cost is much higher. Their monthly cost is higher. Okay, on their lower tier. Okay. Now, if you get to the middle tier and you do the 500, well, look at this. You got to pay $99. That's for both the business class and the first class. So automatically out the gates, they already are basically out of the realm because their pricing structure is so high. Okay. Now we're talking about $34.95, $44.95, and $99.95 to get started. Worst case scenario is $34.95. Best case scenario is $34.95 a month. And worst case scenario for us is $69.95. Okay. But now here's where it gets even more interesting. Okay. Now this is a comparison. So Myecon is up top. That's elevation travel. As you can see where the arrow is, we give you everything across the top. We don't cut none of them off. If you go on yours right now for $45, you get every single every little link up there that you can get in. Now on the bottom, there's their little grid again. You see what you get for coach. They turn off everything else. You see what you get for business class. They turn off everything else. You see if you have the $1,000 plan, what you get, and they turn on everything for you. But you got to give them $1,000. You got to give them $100 a month. We saying $45. Guys, we're getting it from the same backbone provider. I think you got to understand that. Something else I want you to see. We got boomerangs. They got boomerangs. Well, they limit your boomerangs on the lowest tier at 10 boomerangs. That means you can only send the free little thing to 10 people. You can only send the free little thing to 25 people or 50 people. In Myecon right now, you have unlimited boomerangs. $45. If you ain't got your membership now, shame on you. But if you have, I think you need to start talking to your team, because come tomorrow at 12:01 midnight, it's going to be $120 as a customer. So the price going to go up, or they're going to have to upgrade their membership and pay the extra $10 a month. So the bottom line is, I think it makes sense to really understand that we got great value, but we ain't done yet. We ain't done. Let's talk about this. Now, what do they pay? They got upfront commissions. We got upfront commissions. If you in that company right now and you sign me up for $250, we're going to pay you a $20 commission. They're going to pay you $20 commission, $20 on a $250 upfront sale. Now, y'all in Myecon, y'all already know. If you sign somebody up for $29.95 today, what do you get? $25. $25. Can I say it again? $25. We're going to pay you more money on less revenue. See, when we say we pay out more money based on revenue brought in, this is what we mean. This is standard stuff in this industry, what you're looking at. $500. You bring me in for $500, we give you a $40 check. Now, remember, we got a new compensation structure coming out on Saturday. If you sign me up for $99, we give you a $50 check. See, dollar for dollar, they can't even compete. This is why we're going to eat their lunch. They ain't even close. They ain't in the same universe. They ain't in the same ballpark. Now, let's look at this $1,000 deal. They give you $80. But here's the thing. How many people can you put in Myecon for $1,000? 10 at the elite. That's a $500 check. For the same amount of money that went to the company, it's a $500 check, not an $80 check. Hello. Now, there's one last thing I got to add to this conversation before I move to the next deal. Albert didn't know I was going to add this little piece. Now, this is just talking about their monthly stuff. $99 a month, you get $75 bonus volume. That's just like CV. So if you on best case scenario, they give you 10%, $7.50. Worst case scenario, they give you 5%. Okay? A few little dollars. But now, take a look at this. I think this is important for me to put in here, Al, for one thing. How many people do it take to get to the top of our company? Infinity. That's 120 folks. Well, why don't you take a look at this deal? They got you doing a few things. If you want to be the triple crown doozy, woozy, boozy, you need $10 million in revenue from company volume monthly. So the average auto ship, so if I take 10 million and I divide that by the average auto ship, let's say everybody do the 99. You need 100,000 people on the team to hit the top. 100,000. That means 1 out of every 100,000 people got a shot at hitting the top in this company. I think it's better to have a shot in 120. I just think that's just a better deal. Maybe I lost. Maybe I missed something. Even if you try to do that little sapphire deal, that's the first leadership rank, y'all. It's first leadership rank, 15,000. Okay, divide that. Okay, you got 15,000. Divide that by 100. You need 150 people. Before you don't even get out the gates good. You need 150 people to get to their first rank. Come on. Come on. I think we done with that. Let's move on to this. Now, you can upgrade your membership. Okay, you can go from $34.95 to $69.95. Let's say we're just looking at that right there. If we were doing that. Now I know you can get it for less. You know, you can do the 210 if you're already in. Okay, get it for the year, the extra stuff. Well, we just went out and looked at some other digital marketing certifications out here. Well, this one right here is $1,368. Now you got to enroll this thing before tomorrow. Get this price. Get in this class. You got 24. You got less than 24 hours to get straight. You got a few hours. 1,368. Now you might say, what do you get with that? Let's go over here and find out. You get 30 hours. Do you know we got unlimited training? We got unlimited live training in our new deal. Do you know we got on-demand classes in our new deal? Unlimited. Unlimited. So they give you a day in about 6 hours of training. And then they loose you on the field, say, ooh, go get them, go get them, go get them, go get them. Got another one. Let's look at one more. Let's get one more here. Bam. Now this one, they're going to give you 1 course, 2 course, 3 course, all the way. They'll give you 6 courses. Then you get your little certificate. But what they talking about? $1,499. There's another one out here for $3,200. They give you 6 courses for this. Now, if you want to break that thing down, pay monthly, it's $136 a month for 6 courses. Do you understand? We're going to have unlimited courses out here. You're going to get live courses. You're going to get on-demand courses. Now, it's something out here that it's something on ours that you're going to get that you don't get here. You're going to get pre-curated and orchestrated content. That means they're going to get, not only do we talk to you about how do you post and where to post and times to post and how do you maximize a post and market digitally, we're going to give you some stuff to put out there on the post. There's going to be hundreds of different small advertisements that come day one. I've already seen some. I've seen about 200 of them already. So understand something. You get great value. See, don't nickel and dime your business and start looking around here talking about, well, I don't know if I should do it. I think you better go ahead and give yourself a shot. People pay thousands of dollars for the stuff we getting ready to do for $400 a year or so. And you're going to write this off on your taxes. And you're going to get a little commission on it anyway. You know, look, I just think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. If you're talking about building. See, I think you need to make a decision. Make a decision what it's going to be. Either you're going to get the membership, the upgraded membership and start moving and try to do something with it, or you're not. I'm not saying you got to even make a decision to do it, but make a decision whether you is or you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't my baby tonight. Now, I just mean baby in the business. That's all I'm talking about, you know. But that's what we wanted to show y'all tonight. We wanted to show y'all there's another company selling the same thing for $1,000 up front and $100 a month. We want to show you there's another company out here giving you a couple little courses and want to charge you over $1,000. Some of them as much as $3,000. We give you the best hand up, the best leg up. We're not playing around. We came to take over. We came to win. We didn't come to just show up and start carrying the water. We didn't come to show up and be bystanders. We didn't come to show up and just sit around and be cheerleaders. We came to dominate and we came to win. So Alvin, I'll turn this back over to you and we ready to rock. You got to unmute.
See. All right. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
Am I unmuted?
Yep, you good.
Okay. Well, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what somebody think about that, but I tell you what I think. See, I know what people are going to say. They want to make an excuse. They say, well, you know, you get what you pay for. Theirs must be better. No, it's not, dude. They just sell theirs what they want to, and we sell ours what we want to. We believe in our team, and we believe that we can make our money long term. We don't have to make it all up front. Now, they don't have a team like us, so that's why they getting that money up front, because they know you ain't going to be with them long. Let me show you something else really quickly, and then we're going to take our Q&As here. Okay? Just give me 1 minute here. All right. Now, I'm going to show you this just so we can have a real side-by-side comparison analysis here. John, you know, talked about all of that, you know. He may have to pull it back up just to kind of prove a point here in a minute, because I didn't remember all that stuff. He did sneak a little something in on us, but, you know, I'm going to see what I can do here. I probably can't really match up too good with them big time horses there, you know. But we're going to see here. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot here. Let's see. We're going to show you this Myecon compensation here. And let's take a look at that. All right. So, when a person come in with us, they pay $34 or $44, we'll give them $25. Now, if I remember correctly, at $250, you got $20. At $500, you got $40. If I remember correctly. Now, I grant you, we don't have a $80 spot. We got a $99 spot that we pay $50 on. Well, Mr. Pettiford made a heck of a point. If I had 10 people who spent, it takes 10 people to make $1,000 here. 10 people, which Ivy talks about 10 to win, I'd make $500, not 80. So I think we did. I think I made a mistake. We don't match up. No, really, they don't match up. Now, of course, this is how much we pay out over here. That's not what I want to point out tonight. We just show you all that. Now, John made another point. He sneaked this one in on me. I hadn't saw this one before he told me. It takes 2 people to be gold. It takes 12 to be platinum. It takes 120 to be infinity. And I think he said something like it takes 150 to be sapphire, something like that, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember what he said, you know, because I hadn't really went over that part with him, but it's okay. It was good because I did not know that. But I would wonder, I mean, you think about it. If you could do $10 million in particular, you got a team doing $10 million in production a month. Do you just see how big that team would have to be? I think John figured that thing had to be 100,000 people. Can you understand, can't but one person have 100,000 people on a team of 100,000? Nobody else can have that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that thing is rough. Now, what he didn't go into in detail, and we won't try to go into it tonight either, if they say you get 10 or 20%, but you really don't, because it has what's called a binary. You don't get 20% of the $75. You only get 20%. You get 10 and 10. If it's balanced on each side and you was qualified in what they call a balance, you would get 10 on each side. That ain't like if you just got it. And so John and I was looking at this, and one of the examples they showed, a person had $100,000 in production on one side and $25,000 on the other side. They made $2,500. They had $125,000 in production. They put that in their publication. They actually put that in their publication. They didn't know John Pettiford was going to read it or me talk about it on a national call, but they did put that in their publication. So, all of you know this by now. If you don't, we're going to teach on this Saturday. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Every time you enroll someone, 1 week later, you either get $25 or $50, depending on which way you brought them in. If you brought them in as an income shifting only or a combo, it's $25. And elite membership is $50. Look at override. Override on your team. Go. You start overriding. You make it $2 or $4. If they doing the elite membership, you getting $4. They doing the other two, you getting $2. Platinum, you getting 5 or 10, and Infinity, you getting $8, $50, or $17. Now this is our marketing plan, folks. And as old boy said, can't touch this. They can't touch this. Nobody out here in the marketplace that I've seen can touch that. Now we're looking for 1 million millionaires. And I think that we have 1 or 2 of them on this call tonight. But we may have 50 or 60 on here tonight. I don't know. Some of you all are afraid because you don't want to say, you think, if I don't say nothing, I'm going to sneak up and show. No, you're not. It ain't no way you're going to sneak up and show. Everybody make $1 million in anything they do. They are a bad, bad dude, and the world know about them when they go make it. They are the best at something. They ain't sitting in the cut back of there real quiet, and don't nobody know who they are. But you got to believe you can go win before you can win. If you can believe it, then you can achieve it. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, what I wanted to do was show you value, the value of what we're giving you at a very nominal cost. Now, why do I want to do that? Because some of you are going to struggle with Saturday morning, oh, Lord, do I dare ask somebody for $99? That's just, because some of y'all can't handle $35. You don't believe it's worth $35. If we made it $5, you go out and tell a whole bunch of people, it ain't but $5. You ought to get in, girl. But $35, well, I'm a little bit, I don't know, but they may not. Let me help you with something. If a person don't have $35 in their budget on a monthly basis, now let me be clear, I have been there. But that's the number one reason they ought to do Myecon. If they ain't got $35, they broke. They need to try to do something to get some money. Now, let's just say they got one of them little things they call a job, and they struggle and they try and do overtime and everything they can. They don't have no money. They ought to let us look at their W-4. I believe we'll be able to find them $35 by adjusting their W-4. See, they need to let us try that. They need to try to let us look at their credit situation. And I use the word let us, but we teach them how to do it. And they improve their credit. And some of them high interest rates they're paying will go down. So look at this. We can help them find $35. And I just would not believe that the Lord is going to bless millions of folks to be a millionaire. And he can't even bless me to go find one person in a whole month that'll buy into this program. And 90% of America need this program. But God just can't bless me to get none. Everybody's going to get them all. And I ain't going to get none. And yet you run around and you're praising God every day. God ain't that way. He'll bless you. But now how are you going to get blessed? You may not get blessed by the people you know. The people that I knew, all of them chose not to buy from me. All of them did. But that was okay. I didn't listen to them jokers. I went and found some new ones. But the way I had to go find new ones back then is I had to go out in the street and talk to folks everywhere. I don't believe going out in the street talking to people now that we're supposed to be social distance 6 to 12 feet away from people with a mask on. I don't know if I'm good enough to go out and get 10 names 6 to 12 feet away from folks with a mask on. I don't know how we're going to exchange cards and do all that. I don't know if I can go that way or not. But I am not a high-tech person. But I was just talking to my wife about this. Now, my wife, she's not really a high-tech, but she's pretty good at a lot of this, much better than I am. We're going to give it a shot. But if that don't work, we ain't going to quit. I'm going to go hire one of my little nieces who just be loving the slam dunk social media every day. I'm going to hire one of them because I ain't going to lose. I'm going to go on social media. I'm going to use the digital marketing tool to go find me some new blood. I ain't going to lose. I am a winner, and I'm going to win. So I would suggest to everybody on here that what you should do is at least try it for a year. I'd try it for a year. I just would believe that the Lord would bless me, and I would go out here and try it for a year and say, hey, God, help me to learn this. You know, God, from the foundation of the earth, what the world going to be. God ain't surprised what the world is today. Yes, the world has changed. It ain't going back to where it was. It's going to go somewhere different, but it ain't going back to what it was. Y'all keep talking about, well, I sure wish we get back to normal. Well, what is normal? Normal keep changing. Whatever it is, I would like for this pandemic to die down and people quit dying and get sick. People in my family, people in my Myecon family are starting to get sick. Different things. I'm praying for everybody. But I don't really care whether I can walk up to people and get 10 more names or not. God has blessed me to have to get 10 names or more a day through social media. He blessed me when I didn't know nothing about it in the first place. I didn't know nothing about how to prospect then. And he blessed me then. So I just believe he's going to bless me on this. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to go do it. All I've done is sit around in a lot of meetings and heard June call you talk about it. And Ivy Stokes and all of us will share it and talk. So I know what it is, but I'm not a techie person. But I am going to learn. I'm going to upgrade. And I'm going out to go get 10 to win just because I'm a player just like you all are. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, you should know, I want you to know that you ain't got the bag in the back door thinking your price is too high. If your prices are anything, they're too low for what we're offering. Now, if a person want to do nothing but get the income shifting, please give them that. Don't argue with them. Don't make them feel bad. Don't try to make them think. They can always upgrade down the road later on if they want to. But they ain't got to upgrade if they don't want to ever. If they want income shifted, let them have that. Put them in Myecon. That's still a part of your 10 to win. Your 10 to win, ain't you got to get 10 at the $99. It's 10 enrollees. 10 to win. I haven't talked about, we're going to have a $50 coupon, but you're going to still have your $25 coupon too. Obviously, you're not going to get a person that's coming in for $35, $34.95, a $50 coupon, because we ain't going to give you no change back. Now, God just told me I need to say that, because somebody going to say, well, I put in a $50 coupon. Why y'all didn't give me some change back? I know y'all don't believe folks gonna say that, but I need to say that. The Spirit just told me I need to say that so it'll be recorded, because somebody gonna be like, well, what happened? Why I ain't get the money back? We don't give change back. You're doing it online. You're gonna pay, you get a coupon for less than what the amount is. And then they pay a portion or you pay a portion. So if you're doing 34 or 44, you need to get them a $25 coupon, and then they need to pay the rest. If you're doing 99, you get them a $50 coupon, and they pay the rest. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really, really, really hope that this has built some value here tonight for you. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn this off for a moment here, and we're going to come back to our question and answers here. So let me get over here and stop our recording. I want to thank you all for being on the call tonight. If you feel like you got what you came for, you can call it a good night. I thank you for being on. If not, you stay on and we'll answer all of your questions. John is still here, and if we need to pull something back up, we'll do that to answer questions also. God bless you all. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you in the Q&A session.